What's the problem, boy? So, I was thinking about that movie I saw the other night, The Django Unchained. It's a pretty good flick. I liked the movie. I don't see why people thought it was racist, but it was a good movie. Excellent ending. I like the ending. So, what am I here to talk about today? The world didn't end 9 days ago. That was good. Pretty interesting how that worked out. Um, we still got idiots going around killing people. I mean, just recently the other day, a young idiot set his girlfriend on fire in San Francisco, or Oakland, one of those places. And it's just that just every day you hear some tragic news like that. Somebody getting shot, killed, and there's 2 stabbings or something the other day in the Bay Area. Also, people have given up. You know, got massacres every other couple fucking days and shit. Motherfuckers have given up. So why am I cussing? It's because in times like this, and day and ages like this, that pussyfooting around regular conversation is not going to get nothing done. We need gun control. No, we need fucking mental health hospitals to pop up. You got a Starbucks on the corner of every street damn near, and well, you used to. When I used to hang outside, it was Starbucks every 2 blocks of the Starbucks. Now it's just that it's just bullshit every 2 blocks now. That's what it is. It's because we allow this to be. And why is it? The same bullshit all the time. Isn't black this, white that, these, them, government. It's just undue drama. We don't need it. It's inexcusable and unnecessary that we as human beings face and deal with so much drama. And once again, the dwindling resources of the planet. Now, resources are dwindling. Hopefully my hair looks better than this. No. Resources are for everybody on the planet. Get out of my car. So, it is what it is. We go through what we go through. I'd like to thank the Raiders on a good season. They played the best they could, but there are still a few players away and maybe a coach off. So I wish they would have kept Jackson for one more ride, but it is what it is. You can't throw your team under the bus and expect to have a job the next year. I know you're saying, why am I wearing a 49er hat? I'm a Bay Area fan. I'm a Raider fan first, a Bay Area fan second. Above all else, I'm a Warrior fan. I don't like to nickname the Dubs. Dubs. Want to get a dub sack? Dubs. 20 shots. I don't like that. I like them when they're the Warriors. I like for them before they leave and go to San Francisco to go ahead and call themselves the Oakland Warriors for one season, But that'll never happen. I just don't like the way my hair's sticking. I don't know what I have to wear today. Shitty. So, I haven't been doing any videos or anything lately. The main reason is all of my own personal music was in my computer. Now, when I got the Windows 8 and I decided to install Windows 8 on my hard drive, the master hard drive, I unplugged my array. I should show it to you, huh? It's tight. But I won't. So, yeah, I will. I'll show it to you. Open this up here. So, we're going to look inside my PC. So, Let me turn this light on here. Let me see. What you're about to see is, see this thing right here? Not that thing, yeah, that big thing right there. This thing right here. I unplugged that, you know, which controls my 8 terabytes here. And I got another couple terabyte there, another terabyte somewhere where it shouldn't be in here. So I unplugged whatever the hell the damn thing's called, and then I proceeded to install a fresh, brand new copy, Windows 8 Professional, with all my little keys and everything. It was on sale for $35 last month, $39, whatever. And I get the program and everything. When I plugged it back in, let me show you what I plugged back in. Hey, Romeo, watch out, man. Watch out, man. Crazy wing. Crazy dog. His dog bed. And all his splintered blankets and stuff. Now you had your dog moment. So I plugged this array back up, and after I plugged the array back up and fired the Windows back up and everything, I began to reinstall certain programs. So then after I got my video program in there, I'm like, well, let's see how fast this thing renders now. Let's check it out. And 2 folders were missing. One folder was labeled all pictures or all pics. One of those two. I think it was all pics. And the other one was labeled all music. So all my original music that I've digitized over the last 10 years, taken off cassettes and all that crap and all that, everything gone. Can't find it. Nowhere. It's nothing. Nowhere. No hard drive. Folders are not there. I paid $60 for a file recovery program. Can't even find them. They're nowhere on the computer. Ironically, very ironically, that all the stuff that did remain, like my movies, my bootleg movies, and all my personal video, none of those work. It's like my machine has been defragged or something. It's bad. So what I ended up doing is going through everything out there in the old studio, and I dug up my old box. Of course, this is my chips and salsa plate I'd made myself a few minutes ago. There's the salsa, and there's the chips. Thus, the chips and salsa plate. So, what I did was I found all my old discs and stuff. All old programs and stuff like this, And, I looked through all these old programs and all my old picture images and stuff like that. So I began to sift through these old discs. I haven't found one that says adult tunes and pictures. This one right here says old school. Must be some old rap. So then I'm saying to myself, every CD I've had over the last, X amount of years is gone. I had close to, I had every Prince album. I had every Madonna. Because I'm old, man. I had, all that old stuff. All the Parliament, Funkadelic, I had all the Aerosmith, System of a Down. I had some Tears for Fears, Cyndi Lauper, Cars. Of course, all the classics, Motown and all that. I had, like 80 Michael Jackson songs and like 30 Michael Jackson videos or something like that. And all the Jackson 5 stuff. I had every Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, all the videos and everything. All that stuff no longer works. Nothing. Now the movies work, nothing. If all the music is gone, none of the movies work. None of my own movies work. None of my own anything from my past form of Windows. Not even the stuff that I have from the see everything worked fine with Windows 8. Unplugging, the array is nothing. Plugging it back up, see certain folders missing, spooked and shocked me, because I know for a fact that before the computer was completely converted to Windows 8, I ran two different programs, which was Ubuntu and Windows 8 RT. So I'm just shocked to believe that the only things that people pay for in life is what no longer exists on my computer. All my songs, I mean, thousands of songs, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, African Butter, I mean, I had every Eminem album. I don't even really get down like that. I don't even like Eminem that much, but I had all the Eminem. I had a lot of Tupac, a lot of Biggie. I had all the Biggies too. I didn't have too much Puff Daddy, but I had all that. What's that guy's name? Busta in the Rhymes, and I had a lot of. I had some DMX. I mean, it's like, come on, man. And remember when Usher was saying, "Okay," singing with them fools, man. I had all that shit back from that era, when the Dirty Dirty was jumping off. I had the Swisher House and all that. Man, my shit was tight. Now, none of it works. So today I did find 70 songs on a disc, because I'm pretty sure I transferred all that stuff eventually. Back in the day, before I had external hard drive and all that stuff, I used to transfer this stuff on disc. So then I found about 13 or 14 pictures of my dad, Then I found some pictures of my son that I haven't seen since he was like a little toddler. When we depend too much upon this digital stuff that we have here, when it all collapses and falls, we're going to pay a price that has never been paid throughout the course of time. We collect more memories than any other time period in time. I mean, it's like they took pictures back in the days, but we take videos and we do this. We do constant stuff. We constantly tell our feelings and our thoughts, and we express them out to people constantly giving someone that we don't know insight into us, so we can feel better about ourselves, so somebody else can see us when we walk down the street and not think that we're like them or those people or those other guys. But it doesn't work like that. We get labeled, stereotyped every damn day and every chance, every time and every turn. That's how it is. We constantly pass judgment on people that we don't know based on their appearance alone and solely alone. Or you hear somebody's voice and make a comment, that they're this or that. Our differences are not here to divide us, but to show us how much we're alike. And eventually, when you sit down with those people that you think are so outrageously different than yourselves, you find out there's a lot of commonalities about you and somebody else. You might like the same team. You might like the same food. You might even have went to the same school. You may even know some of the same people. Your likes and dislikes are like your fingers. Your fingers are connected to your body, which is connected to the universe, thus, so on and so forth. We do live in a world where we can't believe. We can't believe anything. It's because we've learned that when we believe in something, or if something becomes a part of us, that's when it normally goes south. I believe in my job. Oh, we got to lay you off. I remember one time I had a job and been there a few weeks. And if anybody knows me, those who do know me, who really know me, my hair is crazy today. those who know me know that if I got it, I share it. So every now and then, if I'm feeling good, we had a great day at work, I have no problem reaching my pocket and buying a bunch of pizzas or some stuff like that. I've done it. I've known to feed my employees whenever I've had them. I believe you get a hell of a lot more work out of somebody when they've had a nice cold soda, a hot sandwich, or something nice to eat. Whenever somebody works for me, they get fed and paid. So, when I work with people, I build a friendship and camaraderie and all that good stuff. And sometimes I fall into the situation. I was at this one job, I'd been there a few weeks and everything. Everybody was cool and everything. And all the big wigs, it's always the big wigs. The big wigs come in and they've been there all week. It's Friday and you guys did great, blah, 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 yakety, blah, 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 blah. And right before lunch, they were all ordering. They were ordering Chinese food, and they're getting this, and they took everybody's order up front. Everybody in the back was like, fuck it, I guess we ain't getting shit. Being the person I'm like, fuck it, call up round table. Excuse my language. So I ordered like 3-4 pizzas or something like that. We were all eating pizzas in the back. And I never forget it. Come 4:30, that was my last day at that company. Last day I worked there. I said to myself, right before I got off work, it's like a half a pizza in that mother. I guess I'll be having lunch tomorrow. Shame on me. So, in my life, I've been on several different jobs, been in several different situations where you sit down amongst a group of people and, have a nice conversation, everybody's talking and you're working on a job, and you talk about going on vacation or someplace you've been. Now, when black people, I'm going to say it, talk about going places or having things, and you work in a diverse situation, sometimes people don't want to hear that the black guy has anything, let alone can get on an airplane, leave town, go stay at a timeshare with his name on it. Seems that in my life the stigma was the black guy is always supposed to be broke, struggling, and starving like James Evans Sr. But it's not like that. A guy once asked me, and another man that was here, why do Mexican people go buy fancy cars and stuff? It's the stigma. If somebody has something that you don't have, the question is, why or how can this person have something? Why does this person have something that I don't have? And it's that jealousy, that underhanded, backstabbing jealousy of envy. Worked at this one place, and me and the boss were talking about the Florida Everglades. That pissed people off. I was working at this one job, and I just got back from being in Hawaii. This woman says, who let him go to Hawaii? Who took him to Hawaii? How did he get to go to Hawaii? I have never been to Hawaii. And the boss says, they own a timeshare. His wife works her ass off. They go places and everything. They do their thing. It's not fair, she says, that he can go to Hawaii. I remember one time, it must have been about 6th grade. I had a teacher named Mrs. Sorba. And This little boy named Scott Johnson. Is it Scott Johnson? Who's Scott Johnson? It's somebody, one little kid. Is it Parker? Ah. Well, the kid says, nigger. I went and told the teacher, like, hey man, could you, why do you call me a nigger? Could you do something about him calling me a nigger? I don't appreciate that. The teacher told me, and she looked in my face, and she was so stone serious. Get used to it. People are going to talk. You have to be the bigger person. Growing up, you don't want to hear that shit constantly. I got to be the bigger person constantly. And that just goes to show you how people think. People will shit on you as a kid, tell you to deal with it. And when you become an adult and you deal with the same shit and you can see through it and you just say, fuck that shit, it pisses people off. The things that I went through in my life that I've been dealing with, and I deal with it, and you just deal with it, it's time consuming and it's stressful. I mean, when you're minding your own business, my hair looking janked. You mind your own business, you don't bother nobody, you don't say nothing to nobody, you stay on the cool. Nobody deserves that shit. Nobody. No matter what color you are, you don't deserve to have to live in a world where you're uncomfortable because of somebody else's assumption of you. The assumption of your well-being. Oh, who let him have that? How can he afford that car? Why do those guys do this? What does finna mean? I'm finna go to the store. What does finna mean? I asked them, stop. What does ask mean? Getting back to the movie Django. If you listen to the way Leonardo DiCaprio spoke, listen to the way Don Johnson spoke in the movie. Now, if you see a white guy who speaks with that tone and that style of voice, you say he grew up around a lot of black people. He must have grew up around a lot of black people. You hear it in the sound of his voice. In watching that movie Django, it solidified something I already fucking knew. Excuse my language. The language that we've learned, language that has been handed down all through the years, they call it the soul in our voice, that's just the master's tone. Master! Oh no! Black people speak like white people from the South. That's all that is. Hey, babe. Nothing much. Hold on 1 second. That's my big sister, so I gotta go talk business. So you folks, I'll see you later. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta turn this computer off.